Picture this, a young boy, born into a politically influential family in Beijing, destined to shape the course of global politics. This is the story of Xi Jinping, born in June of 1953. Xi's early years were spent in the heart of political power, his father Xi Jinping being a veteran revolutionary and a respected vice premier. However, the comfort of political privilege was short-lived. As the Cultural Revolution swept across China in the mid-1960s, Xi's father was purged from the party, publicly humiliated and imprisoned. The family's status plummeted virtually overnight, and young Xi, then barely a teenager, was thrust into a world of uncertainty and turmoil. In the wake of his father's downfall, Xi was sent to the rural village of Liangjiahe in the early 1970s, as part of Mao Zedong's campaign to re-educate urban youths. This was not a time of tranquil rural living, but rather a brutal exile from the life he once knew. Here, Xi lived in a cave dwelling, toiled in the fields, and endured the harsh realities of rural poverty. Yet, it was also in Liangjiahe that Xi showed a remarkable resilience. He embraced the adversity, learning from the locals and developing survival skills that would serve him well in the years to come. He read extensively, taught himself how to think critically, and began to understand the vast complexities of Chinese society. Xi's early life was a test of endurance and determination, a crucible of hardship that would shape his political philosophy and leadership style. His experiences in Liangjiahe in particular instilled in him a deep respect for the common people and their struggles, a trait that would later define his approach to governance. From the political heights of Beijing to the rural depths of Liangjiahe, Xi Jinping's early life was a crucible of hardship and resilience. This challenging journey from privileged son to rural laborer set the stage for Xi's ascension to the pinnacle of Chinese power. From the dusty villages of Shanxi, a young man re-emerges in Beijing ready to climb the political ladder. Xi Jinping's return to Beijing marked a pivotal turn in his life. Leaving behind the rustic life of the countryside, he ventured into the bustling capital, where his political journey would truly begin. His first step? Securing admission into one of China's prestigious institutions, Tsinghua University. It was here that he would lay the groundwork for his future in politics. As he delved into the world of chemical engineering at Tsinghua, he also found himself immersed in the rich political atmosphere of the campus. This exposure was pivotal, shaping his perspectives and honing his leadership skills. But his academic journey was just a small slice of his political pie. Upon graduation, Xi didn't rest on his laurels. He joined the Chinese Communist Party, marking the beginning of a steady ascent through its ranks. His various roles within the party showcased his versatility and commitment. From serving as an assistant to the Minister of Defense, to becoming the mayor of Xiamen, and later the governor of Fujian province, Xi's political portfolio grew with each passing year. What set him apart, however, was his tough stance on corruption. As he climbed higher, he made it his mission to cleanse the party of corruption, earning him a reputation as a no-nonsense leader. His pragmatic approach to economic policies also garnered attention. He focused on economic growth while ensuring that the fruits of this growth were not confined to the urban elite, but reached the rural populations as well. His rise wasn't just about climbing the ranks, it was about proving his mettle, about demonstrating his ability to lead, and about showcasing his vision for a prosperous and corruption-free China. With each step on the political ladder, Xi Jinping was formulating his vision for China, a vision that would soon impact the world. In 2012, Xi Jinping ascended to the zenith of Chinese power, ready to steer the nation into a new era. Reaching the pinnacle of leadership in China involves a two-step process. Xi Jinping first became the General Secretary of the Communist Party. This position, held by all of China's paramount leaders since Mao Zedong, is the real seat of power in China. But the world largely recognizes the President of China as the country's leader, a role Xi assumed a few months later, in March 2013. Xi Jinping's tenure has been marked by an assertive and decisive leadership style. He launched the Chinese Dream as a national slogan, aiming to rejuvenate the nation through a combination of economic reform, technological innovation, and a crackdown on corruption within the Communist Party. Xi's anti-corruption campaign led to the downfall of several high-ranking officials, a move interpreted by many as a consolidation of his own power. However, Xi Jinping's most significant move came in 2018. The National People's Congress, China's legislative body, approved a constitutional amendment to remove the presidential term limit. This allowed Xi to remain in office beyond 2 terms, effectively making him leader for life. This was a drastic shift from the collective leadership model established by Deng Xiaoping in the 1980s, designed to prevent the return of a single all-powerful leader like Mao Zedong. Xi's consolidation of power has not been without controversy. Critics argue that it centralizes too much power in one person, while supporters believe it provides stability and continuity in leadership. Regardless of the viewpoint, it's undeniable that Xi Jinping has cemented his position as China's paramount leader, wielding more power than any Chinese leader since Mao. In the realm of foreign policy, Xi has pursued a more assertive, proactive strategy, pushing China's influence on a global scale. His signature Belt and Road Initiative aims to boost economic development and trade by building infrastructure linking China with Asia, Europe, Africa, and beyond. With unassailable power at home, Xi Jinping turned his gaze outward, onto the global stage. In the global political arena, Xi Jinping has emerged as a formidable player, wielding China's economic might like a chess master. His influence has extended far beyond China's borders, impacting not just the Asia-Pacific region, but the world at large. One of Xi's most ambitious global initiatives is the Belt and Road Initiative, a development strategy involving infrastructure development and investments in nearly 70 countries and international organizations. This initiative seeks to stimulate economic growth across the Asia-Pacific area, Europe, and Africa, and in doing so, has significantly bolstered China's global influence. On the global stage, Xi has also been a vocal advocate for addressing climate change. His commitment to reducing carbon emissions and promoting green energy has positioned China as a leader in the fight against global warming. This environmental activism, in turn, has heightened China's diplomatic clout and has challenged the traditional dominance of Western nations in setting the global climate agenda. In terms of international relations, Xi's approach has been one of assertive diplomacy. He has not shied away from standing up to major powers, including the United States, over contentious issues such as trade and territorial disputes. His unwavering stance on these issues has demonstrated China's growing confidence on the world stage. Yet Xi's influence has not been without controversy. His assertiveness, particularly in the South China Sea, has sparked tensions with neighboring countries and the United States. His handling of human rights issues, particularly in Hong Kong and Xinjiang, has also drawn international criticism. Despite these challenges, Xi's influence on world politics is undeniable. His actions have shifted global power dynamics, challenging the status quo and heralding a new era of Chinese global leadership. This shift has been marked by a strategic and calculated approach, reflecting Xi's understanding of the intricate game of international politics. In the chessboard of world politics, Xi Jinping has moved his pieces with precision and strategy, reshaping the global order. As we gaze into the crystal ball of geopolitics, one thing is clear: Xi Jinping's influence is far from over. The future of Xi Jinping's leadership is a subject of great speculation and intrigue. As the paramount leader of the world's most populous nation, his decisions are not just shaping the destiny of China, but also leaving an indelible mark on the world stage. Xi's vision for China is one of rejuvenation and global leadership. Under his stewardship, China is not just aiming to become a leading economic power but also a key player in global governance. Xi's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative is a testament to this vision, aiming to create a vast network of land and maritime routes connecting China with the rest of the world. However, the road ahead is not without challenges. Economic slowdown, environmental concerns, and increasing international scrutiny are just some of the hurdles that Xi's leadership will need to navigate. The trade war with the United States and backlash against China's assertive stance in the South China Sea are examples of the diplomatic tightrope that Xi has to walk. But perhaps the biggest challenge for Xi is the balancing act between maintaining stability at home while projecting power abroad. With the abolition of presidential term limits, Xi has consolidated his position, yet the concentration of power in one person can also lead to instability. How Xi manages these internal dynamics while pursuing an ambitious global agenda will define his legacy. Moreover, Xi's decisions will continue to shape global politics. His stance on climate change, his approach towards technology and digital sovereignty, and his vision for a community of shared future for mankind are all likely to have far-reaching implications. In the grand theater of world politics, Xi Jinping's act is far from over. The dragon's influence continues to shape the course of our global future. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more information videos.